Hi, today I'm going through two examples on how we can reflect coordinates over the y equals x line. Just a reminder, the y equals x line is a line that goes through the coordinate plane at a diagonal. Think about slope being 1 over 1 and intercept being 0. So it starts at the origin, goes up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. So we're going to be reflecting over that line with this example. The point 2, 7 lies within this first quadrant. So we go over 2, up 7. Here would be point A. If I'm going to reflect over this line, the rule is just switch the coordinates. It is now going to become 7, 2, and that'll be A prime. So I'll rewrite A prime as 7, 2. Just a reminder, the rule for reflect over y equals x is xy becomes yx. They swap places. Now we'll do B. B goes to B prime, where they swap places, negative 12, 6. And if I think about that on the graph, B is currently at 6, negative 12, so somewhere about here. And if we reflect, it's now going to be at negative 12, 6, so somewhere about here. We'll call that B prime. And they are both equal distance away from that line of reflection. Lastly, we'll go through point C. Point C is at negative 14.5, comma negative 18.2. Well, we still just switch those. So negative 18.2, comma negative 14.5. These will now be reflected over the y equals x line. Now let's take a look at reflecting over the y equals negative x line. Recall that this y equals negative x line, again, it has a slope of just 1 over 1, but this time it's negative 1 over 1. So it goes down like this. And it has an initial value of 0. So it is at the origin when x is equal to 0. Now we're going to reflect over this line. And the rule for this is that xy is now going to become opposite y, comma, opposite x. So they still switch places, but they also become negative, or opposites. So a becomes a prime, where it was negative 6, 2. Well, now it's negative 2, positive 6. And if we look at this on the graph, a was at negative 6, 2, so somewhere about here. Oops, that's just a. And then a prime is going to now be at negative 2, 6, so somewhere about here. And again, those are both equal distance from the line. Likewise, with b, we're going to rewrite it as b prime, and it is now going to be positive 10, negative 8.3. And lastly, with point C, it was 0.5, 1.2. That'll be C prime, negative 1.2, negative 0.5. We change this order of the coordinates, and we make the value the opposite. And that's how we can reflect over the y equals x and y equals negative x line. Thanks for watching.